beer tubers, and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Puppets, and
Jacob of Malts.
And today we're going to be looking at a Lambic. Yes, a sour beer, an unblended of the kind. An unblended Lambic. This is the Cantillon Iris. And yeah, we're pretty hardcore because we got a bottle each because we're in Denmark and yeah, we
can get it way easily.
So it's not as difficult to get it.
And I actually tasted this one before.
Yeah, Jacob's already had it because we can actually also get it at the local bar called the Wharf where he tried it. But it's an unblended Lambic and they...
Look.
So yeah.
It's on 5%.
Yeah, 5% alcohol. And it's actually one of their more renowned ones. I think I saw the Hopper review this a long time ago, and he really liked it. It was brewed back in January 2009, and it's first been released in March this year.
Bottled in March.
Yeah, bottled, released, same thing. Maybe it's been released later, but at least it's been bottled in March of this year. And the thing is, it's kind of cool. They actually use fresh hops in it. It's not really a fresh hop ale because it's not a hoppy beer.
No.
But they use fresh hops in it.
Both when they brew it and 2 days or 2 weeks before.
Yeah, 2 weeks before it's released. But since it's sour ale, you can't really taste it. But it's helping to make it rounded off, or was it more sharp card? So we got the Cantillon Irish poured, and it's actually fairly dark. It's got this dark, almost amber kind of color.
Almost ruby.
It's got this amber kind of color.
Almost ruby.
Yeah. Pretty dark. It's got a little lace kind of white head, but you could smell it as soon as we popped it, and it's got a lot of funk. So let's check out the aroma. Very vinous, very vinegary. It smells really, really sour, and it's funny, just from that small sniff of the aroma, my saliva started going.
It's just as I remember this one. White grapes.
Yeah, vinegar, green apple, pear, barnyardy funk, maybe a little bit of a horse blanket.
Maybe a little,
Grass, herbal. Yeah, it doesn't have the cheesy kind of dank cheese aroma as the Deccan.
Yeah, you asked me about it and I said no, I didn't remember any cheese. Cheese.
Yeah. Little bit of an oaky character in mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from the cork, but it's got somewhat of a woody character. Tart white grapes it smells really, really sour. Really sour.
And really refreshing.
Yeah. Should we give it a taste?
Let's do that.
Cheers.
Cheers. And my saliva is going crazy.
Yeah, mine too. Oh, that's sour. It's been a while.
I think I got some cork in mine.
Why?
I can taste cork.
Well, I taste kind of a cork oaky flavor too. But wow, that's sour. It's been a while since I've had a Lambic where I've thought that is really sour. This is really, really sour. And that's just how I like it. I like Lambics to be sour. So the body's light, dry, really, really dry mouthfeel. I mean, it just scrapes out your tongue.
Yeah.
It's like having sand in the mouth almost. it's real intense.
In a good way.
Yeah. A lot of tartness. It's the first thing you're hit with is this intense, real sour, vinegary, lemony flavor that's just really sticking in there. It's real sharp and pungent, and that's probably mainly because it's an unblended Lambic. And you get, in the aftertaste at least, it's funny, when you're drinking a beer like this, when your palate starts to get used to the sourness, you get more complexity. And I get a lot of, actually, oaky flavor almost.
Yeah. I actually don't taste much. I don't know. I think there's something wrong with this one. So
we've just sat down and sipped a little on the Cantillon Iris, and Jacob's bottle is a lot different from mine. And I think it might have something to do with the cork and all, because when we opened Jacob's, he opened his. First off, the Jacob's cork is much fatter, probably because
it absorbed a
lot of liquid, and the cork in there is wet on the inside.
And second of
mine
all,
isn't.
And second of all, there was a little layer of beer.
Or beer on top. When it was like in here, there was some layer of beer.
And it seems a little punctured in the
bottom of the cork. So we're afraid that this is letting air out or something. But that shouldn't be a problem because it's got the cap too. But when you taste the two different beers, mine is sour as hell compared to Jacob's. Jacob's is very rounded off. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's just a difference in bottle, if there is such a big difference in bottles, or it's got something to do with the cork. But I think it's got something to do with that because it had that layer of beer on top too.
I have tasted it at the wharf, and I will say it resembled much more your bottle than mine.
Yeah, because it's intensely sour, tons and tons of old musty flavors, a lot of funk, a lot of that barnyard horse blanket, and as Jakob actually also said, it's got maybe like an eggy kind of character to it. It's a really interesting lambic. Yeah. I think it is the Decam Eau de Lambic we had that was really cheesy it had a taste and an aroma of like dank cheese. That was really good, really interesting. But I think I like this a little more because it has that really in your face sourness, and I like that. Rating wise for me for the Cantillon Iris, it's a really good unblended lambic. I can't give this any lower grade than 90. I mean, this is awesome stuff. It is super complex, it's really sour, and if you were a sour head and you really like sour beers, I'd say get a hold of a bottle of Iris. This is probably the most sour lambic I've had. It is so sour. And it's nice, it's really well made and got a lot of funk to it too. 90, it's a really tasty sour, or unblended lambic.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, 90 as well. If you get a defect code, throw it right back at the brewer because I'm just
at the store. Go let them know that you got a bad bottle because you will be disappointed because Jakob was.
Yeah.
Because the beer I have in hand is much better than his.
Yeah. So go back and say there's something wrong. And if you
I think you were just unlucky, and that that stuff
that happens.
So.
Shit happens. But 90 as well.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that does it for the review of the Cantillon Iris. Let me know, or let us know, what do you think about it if you've had it. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe. Yeah, Jakob is saying it tastes a little bit of elderflower. Well,
actually, yeah.
Kind of does, actually, when I say it. But yeah, let us know what you think of it if you've had it. Let us know if you know any other great unblended lambics. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter, and we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
We're going to say cheers. We're going to see you guys in another beer.